Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods Gravitas. It is a new day and a new era for this. Oh, I knew I'd take damage. For this whole pack, for me at least. If we run over to the excavator, this wasn't left for too long. We've got ourselves the raw lead that we need. We've been needing this for so long. Right, this means once we smelt it up, which we can do over here, like that, we can make ourselves a pulverizer. So that's going to involve flipping loads of copper. Again, we have to do some actual anvil work, which I was not expecting, if I'm honest. The update before this, you could do, I think it was one plate turns into, like, one regular immersive engineering copper plate turns into one copper sheet, but they have fixed the recipe, so now it's a double copper. I don't know if this is going to stay like this, but that means, oh, flipping it, yeah, we need 16 copper all hammered down into doubles, and then we can get ourselves, is that right, 16, because each of these is 2 and we need 8. Yep, 16 copper. Oh, I suppose before what you could do, because these were 200 millibuckets of copper, you could stick the 1 copper in your press over here, and then stick it in again, and then you could melt it down and get 2 copper out. So I see why they've made that change. That makes a lot of sense. But yeah, this does mean that I'm going to need to hammer all of these down. They've also added that you can burn coal coke. So you can burn coal coke now for, I think, way longer than you can burn anything else. But it burns at white, and we don't want it to burn at white for most of the time. Like, this is going to be a bit of a squeaky bum time as well, because, in fact, I will take this one out, and we'll do 8 at a time. But what I need to do again is I need to heat these up, and then I need to... Okay, raw iron sheets as well. No! That's so painful. Why can't it be two of the regular sheets like it used to be? That was so good. That means you didn't have to do any of the TerraFirmaCrafty stuff. That's a bit annoying. It's fine. We can figure something out for that. But that does mean that we are going to need 8 iron in here as well. Plus we need to make another piston. We got flint. And that's relatively easy as well. But I do need to keep an eye on these. Okay, I think when they get to orange, I'll pull them all out. And then I'll weld them all together. There we go, orange. And done. Sweet. And now we can put these all through here. And whilst that does that, I can heat the rest of them up. There we go, heated them all up, and now we should have all of the copper sheets. Now I need to do it again with some of these. How are we doing on charcoal? We are good on charcoal. And in fact, it doesn't matter with these ones. The annoying thing about copper is this thing is hotter than the temperature it takes to melt them down, so you have to keep an eye on them. Whereas these, to melt these down, you have to go above this temperature, so it doesn't matter. We could just leave these for a little while and not worry about them melting down, so that's kind of useful. But again, I need to get these to the point where I can whack them together and get ourselves some sheets. Easy enough. There we go, and that gets us all of the sheets that we need. I can get a couple of good old rods out of it. We've got a metal press for making gears. Oh, you sod. Why did I not see you could do this? Ah, my goodness. Okay, well, at least for the sheets, for the iron, that's fine. I might mount these back down, you know. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to mount them all back down, and then we will, yeah, I'll continue adding fuel to this. Yeah, because that's a waste of copper, and we are running out of copper a little bit. What was it that I needed out of here? I don't remember. But anyway, we've got... Oh yeah, I needed copper, funny enough. Let's get 8 copper. Take that one out. We could put in the gear mold. Yeah, I knew that would be an issue. You have to chuck them on manually, and then it will go through like that. Ah, kidding me. I'm glad I noticed though. That was really useful actually. Oh, and we can also, whilst we got this gear mold in there. And there we go. We got ourselves lead as well, so that's pretty useful. So we can now make our first machine frame. I do have some glass somewhere. That's panes. Is it in this one? Yeah, glass. It's going to feel so nice. Oh! Glad we got that. And I got a couple of those. We can get one of those. Nope, not that one. I want this one. So I quite like to line up recipes like this in my inventory. And I know I've got some flint over here. And the last thing is the piston. Now how do I make the brass mechanisms? Fine, I am going to have to heat that one up as well. So where is my brass? Am I out of brass? Oh dear. What is it for brass again? Zinc and copper. Ooh, no, I'm not getting low on copper. Just remembered we got a bunch of copper in here. And that is still hot, so we can... Didn't mean to put the glass down. Oh, I hate when it goes into shards. I'm just going to yeet it, because we don't want that shard. Yeah, we got to wait for these to cool down, but we got time because we got loads of charcoal now, so... Okay, I was a little over-eager, and I made the Pulverizer off camera by accident. I literally just made it, and I was like, whoops, should have done that on camera. My bad. So, with the Pulverizer, I think what I'm going to do... I could stick it over here somewhere, just for now. Again, this is all temporary until we move base. But for now, I need to get a connector. Am I out of connectors? Looks like I'm out of connector. Connector. One of these bad boys. That is such a nasty recipe right there. Luckily we've got... Oh, I could have kept the sheets from earlier. Okay, well, we can heat these up, and I really don't like the change that they've just made for this. Sorry that if I keep complaining about it, but I would rather not use TerraFirmaCraft once we've got past that point, right? It just seems like we're going backwards. But anyway, let me grab the hammer, and we'll see what we can do. There we go, we got our south connector. We can just... That's not at all where I wanted to put you. Thank you very much. Connect you up like that. And you should be getting power. Perfect. Now, if we grab some slag. And we stick that down here. This should smelt up and then we can grind it down. And get some rock wool out of that. I wonder, can we use rock wool for other things? Rock wool. Oh yeah, and ender pouches. I forgot about these. We should definitely look into those. Does not look like you can use it for much else though, which I suppose is fine. Yeah, it's just all the colours. I mean, we could use it for wool, I suppose. Stick that in. It's going to be so good. I was really not expecting to get to this point as quickly as we did. But I'm okay with this. I might have to dye one of these. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dye one of these. We're going to get a load of rock wool. I like this. Ah, you know what we can also do? So I've got some silver right here. Let's pop back over to the silver place. I want to see if we can do something with the Pulverizer, so silver. Okay, we got 2... Oh, and we got some lead. Let's get some more lead out of it. So we pop back to Pilpoh. We want to put these in up here. Where's me? There it is. Right, we take that out for now. You can pulverize down the lead. I forgot about this. So where is it? Over here. We got a... Oh, okay. 25% chance to get an additional one. Okay. I thought it was like 3 to 4. So you put in 3 and you get 4 out. But it doesn't look like that's the case. This is 1.18, right? Yeah, 1.18.2. Fair enough. That makes sense. Wow, we got really unlucky. We got 7 lead out of the 7 that we put in. Wait, did we put 7 in? Or was it 6? I don't remember now. I think it's 6. So we did get 1 extra. Which is fine, I suppose. But what I was planning on doing is if we got the silver, we stuck the silver in. This probably has a chance, yeah, for us to get more lead. It's only 5%, so I doubt we're going to get another one, but you never know. Nope. So I just popped into the Nether. I probably should have done this on camera, to be honest, but again, I was super excited, so I went into the Nether to try and find... There you go, I've made a little passage this way. I want to find a better biome, because where I am, the biomes suck. Although, I don't know what's over here. This looks kind of interesting. Awesome, okay. I was thinking, I've tried going this way, and there's just a bunch of ghasts and stuff, so bit sucky. So I decided, why don't we go this way? And I found something. So I was like, why don't, yeah, I'll just run up this way and mine out everything that I can in one direction. And then this bit here, it's over a lava lake. So I was like, okay, I'll dig up. Look at that. We found ourselves a spawner. And I did get 5 blaze rods. And you can see my health. My health was a lot lower than this beforehand. So I do need to... wait for my health to go back up. Oh, and that's a point. I turned off shaders because I have to turn it off in the Nether for some reason. So let's turn them back on whilst we're in the overworld. Yeah, we got our... Wow, we got some blaze rods. I think I've got another one somewhere. But this does mean that we can use one of the ender pearls. And I think that's the... Wait. Ender chest. We don't want to do ender chest first. Let's do the tank first. No, we don't, because buckets. Chest it is. You win. So all I need is a regular old chest, one of the rock wool, and some obsidian. I swear I've got like a bunch of obsidian. Yeah, I've got 2. That's perfect. And where's the chests I had? I had like a couple extra after I retweaked my... fine. Let's just make a new chest, because we can. One of those, and then we can just... I'm going to dye this one. I think yellow is a good colour to dye it. It's not really yellow, is it? Also, you can set up a little automation with this, because it's got like an input and an output. So input chest is on the back, output is on the side. Again, this is temporary, so yeah, apologies about that. But what colour do we dye this for? I think brown is probably the best colour. Brown. I'm going to go with black because, you know, it's the colour of oil normally. Even though this is going to be a completely green biodiesel. It's not completely green, is it? But you know what I mean. And there is our first ender tank. Nice. Now this is useless on its own. It's not useless. It's got like 8. It's a tank which has got like, you know, 8 buckets worth of storage. But and you can pick it up and you can take it wherever you want. But if you have 2 of these, we can have one in our base, and then they link up. Did you literally go to white, white, white after I just made you with the... Oh. Okay, that was a waste of black dye then. That is absolutely fine. So we are going to set this up over here somewhere. I think I've already decided I'm going to make this far corner over here seed processing. So maybe we put the tank there. And the refinery is going to feed this when we build the refinery. I think we might have enough stuff now to make the refinery and everything. Ooh, I've been slacking on my... Oh no, I haven't. It's just that I've run out of charcoal. I'll just use coal coke again for now. Yeah. So, but I was slacking slightly on making our steel, because we do need a ton of steel to make this. We don't actually need the excavator and bucket for now. If we want to get this to be... Well, if we want to get all 4 of these bits... We're kind of nearly there, I think. I think the diesel generator is going to be the one that's going to be a pain, but that's a point. Do we make a massive tank that goes next to the end tank, and then the end tank just pumps out of that? That could be a thing. Also, I've not checked this in a while. We've got 53 leather. That's an insane amount of leather. Wait, rock wool. Tin. Yes, we are making ourselves a satchel, because that means I can carry everything around with me. Oh, don't tell me I don't have any tin. I haven't had tin in a while because of bronze. And I've been ignoring it as well. No, okay, I'm going to go find some tin. And, oh my chests are absolutely everywhere right now. I'm just going to dump a bunch of stuff. Just put a chest in a chest. Actually, we can use this one. There. That actually took ages to find tin right there, but we got a tin. Does it like instantly turn into a bar like the copper ones do? No. Okay, we've got to wait for it to cool down then. Oh, yeah, my only way of getting tin right now, because I haven't found a tin vein, is I've got a bunch of tin right there. Flipping heck. Let me grab all of this. And I will stick it in this chest right here, because this is my, like, random ores chest, if you know what I mean. Right, anyway, this should be done now. No, you're still molten. What the heck? Right, we need all of the bits that we can get for the satchel. So, oh, I put all of my leather away. There we go. And then rock wool. Got rock wool right here. Still molten. Oh, that's a point. Why don't I just lob this in here? That'll cool it down. And then I can put this back in over here, and then it won't break the mold. Oh, there. Perfect. Right. Now we can make a satchel. Is there a keybind for the satchel? Because I do love my... Is there no way to upgrade this? Is that all it is? V to change modes. Auto sort. Enabled? I mean, okay. This is just going to be used for... Probably, I'm going to take, like, you know, this, not that. Oh, it's not, oh, I could put my boat in there as well. That's pretty good. So, and it's a belt slot. Do we have a belt slot? Yes, we do. How do, what's the button for it? Let me have a look in settings. Controls, keybinds, satchel, no. Thermal. What's the point then? If you don't, if there's no keybind, then I'll need to keep opening it and have it on me at all times. I suppose I could just store it in my belt slot if I've got like a full inventory, but okay, I'm a little disappointed with that. Okay, it has been so long since the last clip that it has become winter. Or autumn. Okay, apparently it snows in autumn, but this doesn't look as nice anymore because of all the snow. It is fine, we're going to leave it. I am going to do this. Get ourselves a industrial squeezer. I'm going to do this. Get ourselves the refinery. I have to do it from the other side. Brilliant. Do that as well. Get ourselves the industrial fermenter. So this one is the other way around because, well, the output side is on the right. So all I had to do here was I flipped this round. So the output side is on this side. If that makes sense. So we've got all the machines. Now I need to power it. I've actually set this up in... I did this on my lunch break, but I set this up in creative. So I'm going to take you over to creative and show you the power options that I've come up with, and how I'm going to be feeding the squeezer and the fermenter. So I'll be right back with you in a second. And here we go. This looks ridiculously complicated, but it's not as complicated as it looks. What I did find out is you could just put these fluid pipes from Immersive Engineering, which you need anyway for the squeezer, refinery, and the fermenter. You can just put them in between and they will auto output, which is super useful. I've got like a cloche set up and I'm using these like andesite funnels, and got a brass funnel here with some filters and everything on it. I'm using creative motors for now because reasons. But basically, I don't know if this is going to be enough power. I did try and connect it up to a diesel generator, so this is currently running off some diesel. I think the diesel generator is supposed to give out high voltage, and I'm going to have to like down volt it, if you know what I mean. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should look through the book to find out how much power the refinery, squeezer and fermenter, what they actually use, because I was going to see if I could do it off of 2 water wheels like this, and we could have this like cool looking like setup. And then that was still not enough power, because you can see it right there. The fermenter is going down very, very quickly, and then squeezer. Actually, they seem all right now. Maybe I didn't give it enough time before, or they had like too much stuff to process. Interesting. I'm not sure how much the cloches take either. I should definitely look this sort of thing up. But this is going into this fluid tank right here, and we've got a pump on the fluid tank to put it into the ender tank right here. Obviously, in the real world, we would use not a creative motor. We're going to be using just a probably water wheel setup. They're just super easy to set up, right? So, and we can make it a bigger backlog tank if we just extend that up. I don't know what the height of this can be. It looks like it's huge. Mental. But yeah, this is the setup. We've got... wow, I've set this up exactly like I have in my single player right there. But squeezer, refinery, and then fermenter over here. Then what we've got is some cloches. The cool thing about this is I can actually extend the belt out as far as I want. And also it doesn't need to be in this direction. I'm actually thinking we have like a bunch of cloches like coming down this side as well. So if we extend, yeah, we could do it like this. So if I grab that, it should give us the belt back. Oh, of course it didn't. Right, so we need a shaft, and I'll grab the belt from this side. But what we can do is we can extend it to here. belt that thing up, and then we can also have another belt, not like that. Is there no way? Okay. Oh, why did that one place and the other? Weird. Anyway, we can have this like so, and then where's my creative motor gone? I've got a bunch of them around, haven't I? So let's just use this one. So we put one on here, one on here. Let's bump that all the way up, because why not? Oh, actually, it doesn't need to be that quick. Let's just do 80. This one, we stick to 80 as well. Put some belts down, and then we can just duplicate this setup. So have some cloches all along like this. And then put the funnels on like that as well. And then what happens is, no, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah. The potato seed, which you only need one seed of, will go all the way along here. I don't have a filter on this. Interesting. I must have bumped the filter off by accident. But in this filter, I've got only except the potato seeds. Yes. So what will happen here is all the potatoes come out, plus the seeds, because you do get seeds from this. There we go. Just got some potatoes go in here, the seeds go in here, and we'll have like a... Yeah, this is where the power just completely drains out of this thing. Yeah. But all the seeds will go in here. You can't squeeze these down in the squeezer, unfortunately. Never mind. Maybe we do this as well then, because you can use seed oil in the refinery. Seed oil and ethanol. Oh, okay. This completely changes my plans then, because what we can have is just a ton of garden cloches with spud. Of like tons of spud. What I was using over here is soybeans. We still don't have any soybeans, but we will go and make the trip and go and find some soybeans at some point. It's like the jute fibers that we had in the past. Do you remember? Where we had to go like flipping miles to get jute, and then we found it like every 5 seconds afterwards. But this is just collecting. This is like the opposite of the one over there, where it's not allowing the seeds. So the seeds continue on and go into the squeezer, and then the squeezer squeezes them down. And you can see the power is definitely not good enough right there. I wonder if this needs like a dedicated power supply. Each of these two needs dedicated. How much power do these wires actually, like, how much can they handle? Interesting. So each connector has an input value of 256, 124, or 4096. So, and each wire has a maximum transfer rate of these numbers. The connector limits how much power can be in and output by multiple connectors. But multiple connectors can unify into a single wire, allowing you to combine the transfer over longer ranges. Note, however, that the maximum rate of the wire must not be exceeded, or else the wire will burn. Interesting. I kind of thought this was... Ah, right. So if we had a higher connector than this... Okay, I give up on that for now. Our inventory, even in creative, is mental. But as you can see, I tried it with a bunch of thermoelectrics, and the refinery seems fine, but it doesn't have much to do right now because it's got loads of plant oil, but it hasn't got much potatoes. I should probably connect this back up real quick. So that is now at least squeezing a little bit for us. And it's getting a backlog of potatoes as well. Is there any way to get ethanol? How do you spell it? I'm so bad at spelling. Ethanol. Is there a create way of doing it? It does not look like there's a create way of making ethanol, which is fine. But what we could do is have ethanol being created. I wish I'd figured this out earlier, but we could have a fermenter making us ethanol. And then for the plant oil part of this, we could have used seed oil instead. And it doesn't actually say, oh, there we go. It just uses any kind of seed that we've got. So we could even use potato seeds, and that would have made us some seed oil. And then we could have output that seed oil into this. So we can completely get rid of this one right here. Yeah, let's just knock it off. And I'm going to build the create version, and then I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. So I'm just going to lob these on here. This is a super speed, so I just wanted to see if it doesn't look like the fluid pipes from Immersive work for this one, which is absolutely fine. It all depends as well which way the creative motor is going in this situation. So right there, it's turned it the other way. So what you can do is you can just swap this to be the other direction, like that. And that is now pumping the seed oil into here, or it should at least. And there you go. There's the seed oil going into it right there, and you can hear it bonk away at the seeds right there, and then it's emptied out. And that has made us some more biodiesel. Our ender tank is full. That is full as well. I think that's what I'm going to be doing instead of using the squeezer, because I feel like powering the create bit over here is going to be way easier. And it also frees up a bit of space. Do we need a squeezer for anything else later? That is the question. Is it a squeezer? Yes, squeezer. One of these. So plant oil, plant oil. Haha, that is what I thought we were going to have to look at. So we do need it for hop graphite. Not going to be using the squeezer for any of this anymore. This is kind of cool because it means that we can use some create and some immersive. Plus we only need potatoes. We don't need anything else. Although I would say that the potato seeds don't give us much. Oh, I don't know actually. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, the plant oil from the soybean seeds, you get 160 millibuckets, but for the regular old seed oil, it doesn't matter what kind of seed it is, you always get 100 millibuckets. So, for example, if you did pumpkins for some reason, then you'd only get 40, so it's definitely better to put that through the mechanical press basin method. Squash seeds, well, even those give less than 100. And I'm guessing if we were to compound them down, we get 100 seed right there, seed oil. So I'm glad that we figured that one out. I'm a little annoyed that we figured it out after I already made the squeezer in my main world. But everything is fine because we are going to get a use out of the squeezer later on when we make some hop graphite. Hop graphite, what is this needed for? Oh. Okay, cool. So the accumulators, by the way, are the batteries from Immersive Engineering, just so you know. And a graphite electrode, which is a fluorescent tube. Okay, what does this do? Can I just plonk this somewhere? Interesting, this doesn't do anything right now. It might be just something that's added but not used yet, if you know what I mean. There you go, you can hear that bonking away, all good. Fine, right, I'll get out of this world. I've spent too much time in this world already, and we'll get back to probably setting this up in our main world. Okay, so I did disassemble the, well, funny enough, I disassembled the fermenter first over there, because I wanted it on this side. Don't ask why, I just did. Ah, no, that's the reason why. It's because now I can feed all of my cloches that I'm going to set up from this chunk right here. So I'm going to have a bunch of cloches, all of them doing spud. All the seeds will be hammered down into seed oil, and then we'll somehow get all of the Where's the input? Ah, here's the input. So we'll get all of the potato to maybe branch off at some point and go. It's kind of annoying how this is set out, but yeah, we could have a belt that goes all the way along here and stops here. And then we can have another belt. Oh, we'll have to have an extra belt if we do this, but we'll have another belt that goes along here. And then it's going to have to go to here, I think. And then that'll go all the way down onto another belt that goes up into this or something like that. I'm sure we'll figure it out when we get there. But when I was disassembling the squeezer... Oh, it's because I was in creative. Brilliant. When I was disassembling the squeezer, I did lose a wooden barrel because I knocked out the middle block right here, which I use my pickaxe for. And that's kind of annoying, but it's fine. We've got all the stuff we need to make a squeezer later on. And all I need to do now is set up the basin and some create power. And at some point, I should probably set up my cloches as well and get all the cloches all set out for potatoes. I didn't show it in creative, but I also had a water pump underneath, like I've got over in the base. But anyway, looking at the time, I think that's all we've got for this episode. So next episode, I'll probably try and set up the squeezer replacement from create, and maybe the cloches. Maybe I'll just do the create stuff, and then yeah, we can do the cloches next episode. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.